survival story. Teen hikers stuck in a storm in the mountains for days, how rescuers were able to find them. Born in the middle of a storm, a SoCal mom gives birth without any medical help after their midwives couldn't reach them. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, the snow emergency in the mountains. Those who've been trying to get home for days are hoping they'll be able to do so soon. San Bernardino County sent us this video of crews working in the area. Officials say they've managed to clear about 80% of the roadways, but some spots just remain far too dangerous. CHP is only allowing emergency personnel and essential deliveries up the mountain. Officials are reminding people that if they make it down the 18 or the 330, there's a strong possibility they will not be allowed back up. For those still stuck in the mountains, they're running low on supplies, but help is on the way. At least 4 flights worth of medical supplies have been sent to help communities trapped by the snow. Dignity Health is donating supplies like gloves and masks to those in need, along with personal hygiene products like toothpaste and toothbrushes. Meanwhile, more snow fell Sunday night into Monday in Lake Arrowhead. Look at this. You can see how much snow is already piled up there on the side of the road. We also saw snowdrifts piled in front of houses, blocking garage doors and driveways. We're just learning about an incredible story of survival when 2 experienced teen hikers became stranded near the San Gorgonio mountain in San Bernardino County. Well, one of the boys' fathers alerted the sheriff's department when he lost contact with him during a 10-day hiking trek. So the boys were hit by severe winter storm conditions last week and had to huddle together for 3 nights to stay warm. The rescue helicopter that located them followed foot tracks to their location. But at that point, one of the boys had lost his jacket and their tent had been broken. They're back home now and they're doing okay. Mountain High Resort is finally back open to skiers and snowboarders. The resort says it's starting March with the most snow in the year. Both the East and West resorts are open at 100%. Caltrans has also lifted the hard closure on the 2. It's back open from the 138, so that's good news. Chains are not required, but you should definitely carry them with you, as a precaution. All right, the weather will be quiet but cool for the next few days before yet another storm moves in. Yes, another one's on the way. Let's check in with meteorologist Belinda Leon with more.
Hi there. We're starting off the work week with chilly temperatures. Look at the trend in Van Nuys. We have 59 on Monday, and the temperatures stay cool through the middle of the week in the 60s. Now on Thursday, we have a little bump in temperature, 67. Then look at this big crash on Friday. The temperatures drop almost 10 degrees. The reason, we're tracking that next storm system, and it looks like it's going to increase the moisture Friday, Saturday into Sunday. That's when we have a chance for rain. Now this next system is going to be tapped into an atmospheric river. So it's going to be a warmer system. That means that we're going to have some higher snow levels. I know we've seen significant snow in the mountains, but the concern with this storm at the end of the week will be heavy rain combining with that snow melt and a risk for flooding. We're still a few days away. Stay tuned and have the umbrella nearby.
If you think your natural gas bill is high now, just wait. SoCalGas wants to hike rates next year. But before they get the green light, you get a chance to weigh in. The California Public Utilities Commission is holding several public forums. SoCalGas customers can log in virtually or call in to participate. Last week, the utility submitted an application to the commission to increase rates by 13% next year. We have detailed information on how to participate in the public forums on our website, NBCLA.com. Now to Decision 2024, Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis made a stop in Southern California to promote his new book. He was a special guest at the Reagan Library in Simi Valley on Sunday, where he discussed topics from his book, The Courage to Be Free, Florida's Blueprint for American Revival. Governor DeSantis covered a wide array of topics from immigration and COVID to education and freedom.
You can have the best Declaration of Independence in the world. You can have the best Constitution in the world. You can even have great people from George Washington through Ronald Reagan. But if you don't have people that are willing to put on that uniform, stand on that wall, risk their lives, and indeed give their lives, then none of those ideals amount to very much.
DeSantis has not officially announced that he is running for president in 2024, but he is expected to be a top contender for Republicans if he makes it official. Meantime, police are now looking for the person who vandalized the entrance to the library before he arrived. Employees discovered the graffiti right there on the entrance sign reading Ron DeFasis. Staff was able to clean it up before the event. Congress will consider a bill that will allow the United States to ban certain foreign technology like TikTok. The popular video sharing app is used by more than 100 million Americans, but there's long been data privacy concerns about the app because it's owned by a company in China.
They are taking data from Americans, not keeping it safe. But what worries me more with TikTok is that this can be a propaganda tool. If you look at what TikTok shows to the Chinese kids, which is all about science and engineering, versus what our kids see, there's a radical difference.
Congress has already banned TikTok from government devices, and several governors have removed the app from state computer networks, including at public universities. A push is underway to make Los Angeles a sanctuary city. That means it could protect some undocumented immigrants from deportation and prosecution. The proposal will be introduced at the LA City Council this week. If approved, the city would be prohibited from using city resources, property, or personnel for any federal immigration enforcement. California is already a sanctuary state, preventing state and local law enforcement agencies from detaining anyone for deportation without a warrant. All right, if you drive the 5 freeway, you may notice some new signs. A section of the freeway has been named after legendary Dodgers manager Tommy Lasorda. So it's the section between Lincoln Avenue and Ball Road. He often drove this stretch of the freeway from his home in Fullerton to Dodger Stadium. Lasorda died in 2021 at the age of 93. All right, a year after he was slapped on stage at the Oscars by Will Smith, Chris Rock finally addressed the incident during a live comedy special on Netflix. Did you watch it? Well, the comedian didn't hold back.
Will Smith practices selective outrage. I didn't have any entanglements. And a lot of people go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? How come you didn't do nothing back that night? Because I got parents. That's why. Because I was raised. Okay? I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
Will Smith has apologized to Chris Rock. He's been banned from attending the Oscars and all other Academy events for a decade.
That's cute.
Creed 3 came out swinging at the box office this weekend, pulling in more than $58 million in ticket sales. It's not only the biggest opening for the Creed and Rocky franchise, but the biggest ever for a sports movie in the U.S. Analysts expected the film to open in the $30 million range. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania slipped to a distant second, pulling in just over $12 million in its third weekend in theaters, followed by Universal's Cocaine Bear, taking in $11 million in its second weekend. We're hearing about a baby who was born in the middle of the storm. So a mother in Lake Arrowhead went into labor while access to the outside world was cut off. Tough situation to be in, right? Stephanie Gillis and her husband, they planned on having a home birth, but expected their midwives to be there. Well, unfortunately, the midwives were down in Highland. Stephanie's water broke, and that's when the harrowing journey up the mountain began for the midwives.
The whole road going up the mountain was completely blocked.
That's when things started to get a little stressful for me.
We're still getting updates that the contractions are closed. They're 2 minutes apart. I'm telling Dad, probably baby's gonna come before I'm there.
The midwives finally got to the home just minutes after the baby arrived. Luckily, everything went smoothly. Baby Audrey is a healthy 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Look at that bundle of joy, so cute. Both mom and baby are doing great. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.